Message in a bottle. Dripping with my truth, the pen bleeds a message onto barren paper. In a cursive, awkwardly mastered, loops and twists form the first inadequate words. Dear reader, I know not who this reader is that I write this message for. It matters not, I guess, to the being doing the dictating, to the being in the depths of me who commands in a voice so small but demanding, write, just write. Lost in the call, an insignificant branch that bears no fruit at its tips, I pour out my life learning, my pain and my sorrow, my joy and my awe. I try to describe all the things and moving images my mind has snapped and frozen in time over the many, fading decades of my life. I write until my hand is tired, and the loops and twists, despite their longing to be eloquent, become nothing more but exhausted, broken symbols that are difficult to decipher. I cannot help but sigh. The message, I must trust, will transcend the scribbling in its clarity, will extend beyond the page with a little help from me. I sign a name, heavy in its obscurity, before lifting the now inkless pen from that which is so lovingly caressed only a moment before. I then roll the paper, and this truth it carries, unceremoniously, into a tight little cylinder, before awkwardly stuffing it into the narrow opening of the somewhat resistant glass bottle I had chosen. Sighing again, I seal the message into this container in preparation for the long, uncharted journey ahead. Standing on the shoreline of eternity, I close my weary eyes. With breath sucked in, I swing my arm back, then forward, before releasing with quiet reluctance this ship, or this casket, whatever it will become, into the air. My words are pulled up and away from my grasp, released into the ocean's waiting arms. When I feel the cool splash of their departure on my satisfied skin, I know my job is done. What happens now to this message, with those hastily scribbled words, is out of my hands. I may never know where it will end up. The waves of life, not me, will decide its fate. Maybe its destiny will be forever entwined with the oceans, bobbing up and down with every crest and trough, floating without purpose beneath eternity's endless skies. Or maybe it will be guided by fate's tide to some distant sandy shore, will be pulled onto the beach to lay quietly, collecting the sun's rays, glistening in the spectrum of its color, until it is noticed. Maybe a passerby, attracted to the reflection of light coming from this well-traveled glass container, will bend to pick it up. Maybe the bottle will be unsealed by these same curious, serendipity trusting fingers, and the paper pulled out. Maybe what I have written will be read, and maybe it will be received with openness and awe, while the reader gains even just a speck of wisdom from the life lessons I have painstakingly transcribed. Or maybe the message will lay exactly where it has landed, unnoticed and unread forever, and with no eulogy or epitaph to lift it from insignificance, be slowly buried beneath the wind-blown sands it rests upon. I do not know where this message in a bottle will end up, or if and how it may be received. That is not mine to know. I did what I was here to do. I wrote, and I let go. I released that which was never mine, back to the source from whence it came. The rest is not up to me.